Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. Today I'm making a project that is really quick and easy. It is made with a piece of DSP, but you can use cardstock if you want to put your DSP over the cardstock like I usually do instead of just using the DSP for the box. But I figured Halloween is next week, and if you need a whole bunch, you have a lot of your DSP left. You need a piece that is 7.5 by 5.5. So if you have the 12 by 12 DSP, you can get 2. If you have the 8.5 by 11, you should be able to get 2 also, right? Because it's only 5.5. All right. So it opens like this. And inside are 2 fun-sized candy bars, 2 Twix. So they're tall. You could put Kit Kats. I'm thinking you could probably put like the Milky Ways and stuff like that too. All right. And obviously I'm using the Potions and Spells bundle along with the Halloween Spells Designer Series paper, which is adorable. I do wish I had it for my kit, which I did a couple months ago. Or last month, I think. Maybe it was August, but it would have been nice to have that paper. So I hope they don't make that same situation next year. All right. So for our project, we need a circle that is 2 1/8 from Daffodil Delight cardstock, and I used the Stylish Shapes dies. I need a piece of DSP that is 7.5 by 5.5. And we're going to be using some Smokey Slate cardstock and some basic white cardstock. All right, let me get my Simply Scored. I don't have a host code right now. I have to do a new one. I forgot about that. And I will put it up on my Facebook page. All right, so we're going to start on the 7.5 inch side. Score at 1, 3.5, 4.5, and 7. Turn it to the 5.5 inch side and score at 1 and at 4.5. All right, now fold and burnish all your score lines. All right, you can't really see it on the screen, I don't think, because this is a busy piece, but the 1/2 inch rectangle is over here, and there is 1 inch on the bottom, this side and the top. And this is what we're going to be doing. All right, so let's start over here. Go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. Go to the next 2 score lines, cut them to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. And then go to the last score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up. All right, now that 1/2 inch rectangle is over here. We're going to go to the 3rd score line, cut it to the first score line, and then take these 3 pieces off. All right, and then wedge up into that 1/2 inch rectangle on this end. Okay, go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and take off that square. All right, and then we're gonna get the corner rounder. And someone was asking, I got this from Temu. It works pretty well. My regular one broke, so this is what I'm using now. All right, and I'm gonna round the corners of this top. I think it was $1.49, but they have minimum to purchase for free shipping. I do know that. All right, and that's what your cardstock should look, or your DSP should look like when you're finished. Now I'm going to put cardstock on what's left of the 1/2 inch rectangle next to the score line. I'm going to take the backing off with my Take Your Pick tool. All right, flip it over and then fold the sides over to meet. Okay, this with the seam is your back, so we want to put that flap down first. Okay, and then once you have your candy in, we're going to push in the sides and squeeze. Right now it goes to about there, which I think is about where it will be, but if there's something bigger, this will stay puffed out for a longer amount. All right, so now we need our circle that is 2 1/8. And let's do that first with Tuxedo Black Ink. I'm going to stamp on there from the Potions and Spells stamp set a little Hocus Pocus, and I'm going to try to get it as high as I can. Great. Oops. And we need, with Tuxedo Black Ink, we need the books. You can hear the birds squawking outside. All right. And this I'm going to cut out. And now we need our cat. And we're going to use, well, I already did this, so we don't have to go through this again. I did Versamark ink, and I sprinkled black Stampin' Emboss powder on it, shook off the excess, and embossed it with my heat tool. And there's my cat. He's kind of a gray cat with black outline, but we get the picture. It'll be hard to see his features if it was black. You could do black on white embossing on basic black cardstock if you want to. All right, and there is our books, and I'm using 4 Stampin Blends. We're going to use light Granny Apple Green, dark Fleur de Flamingo, and light and dark Pumpkin Pie. So the light Granny Apple Green, I'm going to fill in the edges of his eyes. Okay. And then if we can fit it in, I'm not sure we can get any in there, but I'm going to put a little bit of Fleur de Flamingo on his nose. Okay, that's the cat. And then the books, I'm going to use dark Pumpkin Pie for the bindings and these little pieces that show the stripes on the books. Okay, I went over those twice with the dark, and then with the light, I'm just going to fill in the rest of the book. The top and the bottom book. I'm going to leave the pages white. Now we need we would put our 2 Twix bars in. I'm not going to do that, so I could use those for a picture. And I'm going to close the back, and I used some peach pie ribbon, and I'm going to tie a bow at the top. All right, and then I'm just going to clip these. All right, now what I'm going to do, is I'm going to attach the bottom of the cat's feet to that top book. Okay, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of our moon. We're going to put this up as far as we can go in the middle. All right. And then we need double dimensionals on the bottom, because it's going to be lifted up onto there, and the cat will be already lifted. So I think this is correct. Let's just see. Now I'm going to just one set on the cat because the cat's going to be below this. The books are going to be below this. And then maybe just a little side on this tail. And then the cat will be lifted up by these and the ones under there. And then that's why we needed a double on the books. Right down in the middle like that. All right. You could probably just do with one because it kind of slopes away. So you could just put one layer. Yeah, I'm going to take these off and put in a single layer. So I don't like how it sticks up because this part's the fullest of the box. So it really doesn't matter that there's only one set when this is under 2, but it's okay. So that part goes down. All right, there we go. Easy fix. Okay, doke. Now for the final touch, I'm using some of the green gems I've had in my stash. And let's see, I'll put a large one. Down there. A medium one. Over there. And then a small one. Up there. All right. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. All of my info is below. And please subscribe and hit the like button. I'll see you next time. Bye.